Mommy. Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, my name is Dan Chaos, and welcome back to Zero Escape, the Nonary games, Volume 1. I'm 9% sure all those words go in that order. Now before we jump back into it, I've been thinking, how much does Zero actually know about the people he's holding captive? Or she, equal rights. He knew enough to know that Snake was blind, but based on what I'm inferring from his sister Clover, either he had metal in his arm that would prevent it from bending so easily and breaking in the explosion that purportedly killed him and had a piece of his bone sticking out of his left arm, or he had a false arm. He had a prosthetic, so he could remove his watch at any time because it would already register that there wasn't a pulse on him. But would Zero be foolish enough to not recognize a false hand? It's a lot to guess. But anyway, last time we had a turncoat. Yeah, good old Santa Claus has come to town, and he's putting all of us on the naughty list. He pulled a gun, which he found in one of the other rooms, put it to June's head. We had no choice but to divide into teams. The few that are staying behind to die, and the few that are getting to escape, supposedly. So let's just jump right back into it. But also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. YouTube won't notice me unless you do.
June. So, what do you want to do, Junpei?
What do you mean, what do I want to do? What can we do?
Hello?
What the hell is that?
No one better be in that coffin.
Shh, quiet.
Where is it coming from?
Mommy!
Could it be?
Hey, I think it's coming from this coffin.
What if Zero faked to death and put them in the coffin as a reward? Let's find out.
You're right.
Let's open it.
But how?
What are those muscles for? For show?
You're telling me to force it open?
Just shut up and try! Damn it!
Man, it won't even budge. Not another one.
Yeah, looks like it.
Do you think we have to put in the right password or it won't open?
I think so. Whoever or whatever's inside this thing wants out. And now.
It's not Alice. It can't be Alice. It's either Snake or, God forbid, 9.
I know that. But how?
Without a passcode, I don't think there's much we can do.
Isn't there a hint somewhere?
Well, let's look for one.
Everything up till now has had hints.
Nah, there's nothing here.
Not making this easy, are they?
There's gotta be more to this than meets the eye.
What's the passcode? What am I supposed to do? How can we figure it out? I need something.
I don't see any air holes. To be continued. Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. Actually, I'm Santa. Now it is time. Let our game begin. You have reached one ending. This game has multiple endings. In order to experience all the endings, you need to play through the game multiple times. Make sure to save your progress now to retain all information you've acquired. Huh. Wait a minute. So this isn't just get to the end, you found one version of the story, the end of Let's Play. It's do everything. Learn everything. And then you find the true ending? As far as the game goes, that's fantastic. Actually, it's the exact same premise of Shadow the Hedgehog. But what does that mean, like, in-universe? Am I really just experiencing alternate timelines, different takeaways, what-ifs, and that the true ending is always the same, but the game just offers you other experiences that sort of culminate in information you might... I think this might go through the whole telepathy thing. Maybe epiphanies from alternate timelines sort of bleed into this universe and give us premonitions or something akin to Cisco Ramon's powers in The Flash.
It was an alternate timeline, one that Barry reset, and I never forgot it.
But that felt like a really quick ending. Maybe I should have tacked that onto the other video. You know what? No. Committing to the way that I'm cutting these videos up. I didn't know it was going to be to be continued, but now we have to go back in time and try this again. Get all the answers. Get to hang out with other characters until the true ending is revealed. Much like Shadow the Hedgehog. I actually didn't know how to access the ending until I played through all of it, and then boom, you get the true ending. And then the game will explain it to me as we go forward. Is this, within the confines of this game's reality? Is this going to make sense? Or is it a gameplay mechanic that we just repeat this a few times until we see what truly happened? Don't know. I'd like to see the former. I'll accept the latter. In any case, we got to climb this to the top or bottom, depending on your perspective. We got to go back to the beginning. But one other note. June knew about this mummy thing too. Is everybody getting ideas from someone else? Like the whole telepathy thing? Like they're having these ideas and they're all sort of the same information? Or is June connected to this experiment thing? Between the time that we knew her as a kid to now, was she part of it? I don't know. We get more chances to spend more time with her. But considering the way things went this time, we have to worry about Santa. Then again, some bad people only do bad when they're put into bad situations. So I won't judge him completely based on how this turned out. But what are the odds that it's always going to lead back to this coffin, but only one version of it is the one that I have the code for it? But I'm taking this information with me. So, telepathy, time travel, multiple realities? I don't know. But we're going to find out. And to think, I thought I was about done with this, and then I would go get to see the other side and then maybe see a combination ending. But no. 3, 2, 1. Now, I want to know, is Junpei going to wake up and have sort of a deja vu moment? I hope so. I hope he's aware that things are sort of repeating. Like a Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
I've come to bargain.
A loud noise startled Junpei awake, and his eyes snapped open. Welcome to the gigantic destination Bermuda Triangle. Okay, at least as of yet, he doesn't remember. He may not remember at all. But this was not what I was expecting this game to be. It's not a one and done. It's a do-over multiple times until you find destiny. The porthole back there should not have broken open and started flooding, because they would have put those above sea level. I bet to get to that other split in the tree, I have to go down the center path and still take that door over there. Unless something new happens, I'll just skip over all the stuff we've already seen until we get to the new stuff. I'm gonna pay attention and see if any of the dialogue changes. But it kind of sucks that I can't actually remember how I solved some of the puzzles at this point. I mean, I could kind of remember how to solve the puzzles, but a lot of it is math. And so it's re-remembering the numbers that I crunched earlier, and I wasn't very good at that before.
What?
It's cool. In novel mode, you can like completely remove the voice acting. But I kind of like the voice acting. You know what this reminds me of? The movie Clue.
We're trying to find out who killed him, and where, and with what.
There's no need to shout.
I'm not shouting! All right, I am!
Narrative-wise, this is interesting, and the flowchart is definitely a whole lot more useful than I initially thought. It's, oh, this is a good track. I can maybe come back, tidy some things up if I desire to see everything about this game, but I have to see everything about this game in order to completely know everything. But it's only really going to mean anything is if there's some sort of explanation in the end as to why the main character figured everything out, even with information that he should not be privy to. Then again, maybe me as the player is the one that's doing the telepathy because I'm the one having the other information that's giving it to the main character. Don't know. It shows me who I've partnered up with before or the choices I've made before. You know what? If it doesn't already exist, this game would make for a very interesting animated show. Okay, just to cover my bets, I'm gonna go through the other door this time, grab all of those, since I seem to have, like, it's, according to the key on the top left, it says that I have all this unlocked, so there shouldn't be any missing information. When I go through the other side, I could probably still cut through the center, and that shouldn't make me lose track of trying to go down to this side. Got it. Even the save menu is slightly different. See, there seems to be 6 different, I guess you could call it endings, but I want to say pieces to the puzzle that will culminate in the true save file, perhaps? I really like this. It's fascinating, but it's also a whole lot more work than I thought I was expecting. Editing-wise, anyway. Alright, we're going through the gore door.
Hey, wait. I want to go through door 5 too.
What? What are you saying, Jumpy? If you're going through that door, then I'm going with you.
No, you can't. I can't take you with me.
Why?
Well, you know what's in there, don't you? Are you sure you want to see that?
Well...
Please, let me go into door 5.
Man, now we're right back where we started. You know that?
Junpei's bracelet is number 5, right? If we are going to add Junpei, then we must subtract 5 from the rest of us. Ace, please, take good care of Clover.
Oh, all right. That's fine.
Don't go away!
You need to listen to me, Clover. Go to door 4 with the others.
No!
Don't be so selfish.
Why?
You'll be fine. Just relax.
What did he tell her?
That I need to keep an eye on Snake.
Okay. I understand.
Sorry, the dialogue trailed off a little bit.
Let's make sure we've got this straight.
I'm button Jumpy. Well, I'm button Junpei.
Those going to door 5 are me, 7, and Snake. 7 plus 2 plus 5 equals 14. And the digital root of 14, 1 plus 4, is 5. And those going to door 4 are Lotus, Santa, June, Ace, and Clover. 8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4 is 22. And the digital root of 22 is 2 plus 2, 4. We're okay with this?
No problems here.
Yes. Let's do.
All right, then.
Sorry, you were slow, Snake.
The lever's all that's left. Okay. All right, then. Let's go.
Okay. Please be careful.
I do want to stay with you, but seeing as I get to travel the multiverse, I'm always with you. In the grand calculus of the multiverse.
Their sacrifice means infinitely more than their lives.
We will.
But let's get them all alive. It's like playing Until Dawn, except
And it's open.
this is more palatable than that game was. I don't like gore.
Oh,
That's messed up.
that was the 9th man.
But we get a chance to find clues. And you're not showing me all the gruesome stuff. Thank you.
Oh,
How can you...
Well, do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
sorry.
Let's go!
Damn it! The countdown started!
Shit, the door!
There's no turning back now. And if we don't manage to find the deactivation device...
Hey, where is the dead?
How the hell should I know? Stay calm. Look around you.
Okay, I get it. Found it. Right here!
See? You see how pale Snake's hand is? It might be a prosthetic.
Well, it looks like it stopped.
I get clues in alternate timelines. I'm a genius.
Goddamn thing's gonna give me a heart attack.
Jumpy, are you all right? Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're fine.
The detonators have been deactivated.
All right, we're moving on. Be careful, okay?
Okay. Sure thing.
Good character design, good animation, good voice acting,
They're gone.
cheap CG backgrounds. Well, we can't all be perfect.
Now. Doesn't look like we can go any further this way.
Maybe this wall can be moved. Or not. It's not budging.
Then again, the simplicity of the CG backgrounds lends itself to kind of a creep factor, because some of the best like horror games out there are the ones made on sort of cheaper game engines, akin to 16-bit or polygonal. Not that I'm a connoisseur of those things, but I tolerate horror games better than I tolerate horror movies. I don't know why. But I can still play something and dislike it at the same time. Just look at some of the games I played on my channel.
Hey, there's a door over there.
A first-class cabin, huh?
Well, it seems like it.
Let's have a look then, shall we?
Oh, my face!
All right then, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't want to look, but... Oh, it's so horrible. I can't even tell what's what.
Convenient.
He'd been wearing these. The bracelet's off. Oh, wait. Zero did say, the bracelet comes off when you're dead.
Yes, but why didn't the bracelet get damaged?
Oh, but what the hell's the point of getting it off when you end up like this? Oh, just imagining how it must have happened. This was a human.
Yep.
Oh, God. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Oh, I gotta get out of here.
I'm with you, but I'm tolerating it now because you don't actually show me the gruesome stuff. I get to live through you. You get to puke, while my sandwich is still in my stomach.
Huh. Where did they...
Fancy.
Through here?
Talk about your gilded cage.
What's up?
Check this out. We found this thing here on the door.
The red light's on. Does that mean it's locked?
So I would assume.
Is there any other way out?
We looked around a little. Other than this door, we didn't find anything.
So you're telling me that unless we can open this door...
Yes, we won't be going anywhere.
This looks like a bedroom.
Then the other room is probably a living room. Or the closest you can get to one on a ship.
All right, let's find a way to open this door. Come on, guys.
Seek a way out. That font reminds me a little bit of Ghostbusters. It's funny, it's like you get to be in an even longer puzzle than it initially was, but it's because you're transferring your movements through space into movements through time. You're going from the third to the fourth dimension in order to be in the same place but experience it multiple times. Okay, what's this puzzle about? Map of the ship. Piano keyboard. What is Snake doing? He can't play. Can he? This piano. There's something amiss with the keys. You mean it's out of tune or something? No, not that. It's properly tuned, just... Well, the sounds are clearly purposefully different. The C key doesn't yield a C, but rather a different note entirely. The same goes for the D keys. They play some other note. Huh, why do you think it's like that? Isn't it painfully obvious? Zero modified it in some way. This piano, you see, is part of one of the puzzles Zero has set for us. Perhaps if we play the keys in the correct order, something will happen. In other words, we need to play a song on the piano. I believe so. Okay. What about the vanity? It's totally a table with a mirror. Yes, you know, that sort of thing is known as a vanity. Were you aware of that, Junpei? Of course, vanity also refers to self-love, conceit, and narcissism. As such, you could say that every day when a woman looks into one of these, she's staring at her own conceit and narcissism. Doesn't that strike you as terribly sad? No, I look in the mirror all the time, and what looks back at me disappoints me every time. Okay, let's check under a pillow for the diary. Score plate A. Do I need to layer the plates? It looks a little bit transparent, but it might just be the design.
What's wrong? You got weird all of a sudden.
He's always been weird.
I heard something strange.
Something strange?
Ah, well, never mind. It doesn't seem to be anything suspicious.
No, you gotta tell me, Matt Murdock, you've got the extra senses.
I don't wish to toot my own horn, but my auditory senses are considerably more advanced than those of most humans. I notice even the slightest of noises.
Right. Are you gonna tell me you can hear a needle drop from a mile away?
No, such a thing would be impossible. However, by listening to the sound of footsteps and breathing, as well as sound echoing off the environment, I can locate most objects.
That is a true and rare phenomenon. There was this one guy who made this clicking noise, like a bat, and he had a rudimentary form of echolocation because he couldn't see. So it is possible, and it would make sense why he doesn't have like one of those sticks or a seeing eye dog strapped with a bomb. I wonder if he ever lifts his left hand, because it looked paler than the rest of him.
Oh yeah, that's right. When Clover fell on the big staircase a little while ago, you were at her side immediately. So that was...
Yes, I could hear it happen. In fact, I can run quite fast. Certainly as fast as you. And should someone attempt to start a fight with me, I am quite confident that I could defeat them.
Oh, really?
You don't believe me, do you? Care to give it a try? I must warn you, you'll no doubt regret it. Well, I suppose that's enough playing around. Let's resume our search, shall we?
This is early on in the timeline, so we will be extra defensive. So this is the locking thing. It's flashing red. That's usually not a good sign. Is that a microphone? It looks like a satellite dish. Let me see. Well, judging by the feel of it, I would guess that we are meant to produce some sort of sound. And this device will sense it and unlock it. Like a rhythmically connected lock. What? There's an iron gate in front of the fireplace. There's something behind it. Yeah, a score. That's flame retardant. This couch is just big enough for 3 people. It's perfect for me. What? Perfect for an elegant gentleman like myself. The couch looks a lot more elegant. Hey, there's something you ain't saying. What? Never mind. Well, shoot. Looks like there's nothing in here. I'm saying in here and in hit. Here. I said it twice again. In here, in it, and I said in hit. Voila. Score plate G. I wonder. Nope, can't combine them. I get it. You're going to use this vase, right? That's pretty clever, Junpei. We just got to fill this thing with water. Oh my gosh, he wasn't joking. We fill it full of water and we put out the fire, right? Okay. Bathroom! The bathtub's full of gross, cloudy water. Alright, shouldn't be too hard to fill this space up. Ta-da! Anything else in here? And there we are in the mirror. What a pair. A college kid and a terrifying giant of a man in a beanie. Stuck in a cramped bathroom. With this beast of a man. What would my parents say? Something wrong, Junpei? You look real sad all of a sudden. No. Nothing. Well, there's a much better person to be stuck in a bathroom with, but she's stuck with another gaggle of geeks. Alright, time to put this fire out. About time, buddy. Let's do it. Here we go. Good job. Another success. That fire didn't stand a chance. Man, you are much happier earlier in the game. Probably because you don't have your memories. Alright, I'll just pull this out now. Don't want to get burned, so let's pull down the sleeves. Okay. Score plate. There's no letter to it. Ah.
Hey, Seven. What the hell was that? Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just felt a little dizzy, that's all. What the hell is wrong with me? There's memory loss, now I'm getting dizzy for no reason.
Memory loss?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up. Didn't realize I hadn't told you.
Whoa, wait a minute. You're talking about amnesia, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Different game.
Well, why are you an amnesiac? What happened to you?
If I knew that, I wouldn't really be one, would I?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. Are you telling the truth?
Huh?
Well, you look pretty calm for somebody who doesn't remember anything. If you've really got amnesia, shouldn't you be, like, upset or confused or something?
Well, sure. I mean, I was pretty confused when I woke up down on D-Deck. But that was a while ago.
And yet everyone was in a correct state of mind to solve what I assume was the exact same briefcase puzzle to get a digital route.
I've had some time to get used to it. After a while, I figured it wasn't worth the trouble of worrying about it.
That's a good state of mind.
After all, why worry about something I can't change?
You need to have the power to change what you can, the courage to accept what you can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's not the correct quote, but the only reason I was able to remember it is because I borrowed the Triforce.
Well, people usually don't stay amnesiacs forever. I figure it'll work itself out eventually.
But that's it?
That's it. Alright, that's enough talking for now. Let's get back to work.
How are you fine with something like that?
I know we already knew that, but I was listening to it anyway, just to make sure we didn't lose any variances in the dialogue. Okay, let me see if I could put it on the piano. Music stand. Might as well put the music I found on it. I'll put the ceramic plate on the bottom, and the glass plates onto... Wait a minute. What's wrong? Well, I put them all on top of each other, but they look odd. Haha, they are supposed to stack. It doesn't really look like a song. In all likelihood, we haven't found them all. We need to find more glass plates. It's like Iron Man and his schematic drawings.
What is it?
Flatten them out and look.
I swear, this music sounds like I'm playing Sonic Mania or something. You hear it too, right? Ah, the memories. Testing. Hey, it's great to see you all here. I just flew in from New York, and boy, are my arms tired. Yes, thank you. I'll be here all week. Try the veal. That's not a mic, 7. It's a shower head. What? What the heck? Have you never taken a shower before? Let's not ask the man dressed as a fisherman if he has ever showered before. But it does fit the whole like singing in the shower aesthetic. Yep, missed the door. Figured if the other room had a closet, this one would have one as well. A leather suitcase. There's nothing inside. I can tell by the weight, and it makes no noise when shaken. Thank you, Man-Bat. Let's see, it's a leather suitcase. Unfortunately, there's nothing inside. How about here? Et voila! How about this? This safe is locked. It's one of those dial locks. It doesn't have a key. We just need to get the dials in the right place and it'll open. Did you find anything, 7? Nope. How about you, Snake? I also found nothing. You're both useless. I'm just musing in lieu of knowing what to do. 'Cause it's like it's the same game, but rephrasing. It's the same rules, new game. So I'm sort of just eager to know what else is going on, but it's too early for that. There's a plug on the end of this chain. Alright, why don't we just drain this water? Yeah, good plan. Good thing I already used it. Alright, well where's that thing? A good old tug ought to be enough to get it out. Huh? Ha ha ha! There's a plate sitting at the bottom of the bathtub. D. Transparent plate made of glass, yes? There's a sheet of music with a couple of D notes on it. Okay. Was all this related to the 4 elements? I mean, one was in water and one was in fire. I don't know if it's earth and air. Whatever. Don't care. Place there. Music stand. Seems as good a place as any to put these music we found. Just gotta put the ceramic plate on the bottom and then stack the glass plates on top of it. Alright? Good. Sweet. Now I can play the music. Junpei, would you be so kind as to play the piano? I am unable to, you see. I doubt it. You can feel your way around it, baby. I'm sure I needn't tell you, but the keys on this piano are not what you might expect them to be. C won't be C, D won't be D, and so forth. You must listen carefully to determine which keys to strike. Do you understand? Yeah. Alright, let's give this a shot. I don't know how to play piano. Then again, I didn't know Morse code or hexadecimal all that well either. I could play chopsticks. Oh, it's the chime for the clock. It's like ding 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 ding. I don't know what is the origin of that chime, but you hear it everywhere. And we're done. Music is not my forte. Wait, what was that noise? Heh, forte. Music joke. Junpei, we did it! Looks like it worked. I heard something unlock over by the exit. Let's go. Good plan. Stand, bow, be seated. Well, I guess he hasn't forgotten that. At least Snake thinks it's funny. Yes, I suppose that was the classroom bell, wasn't it? I don't imagine that's what Zero was thinking of, however. No, Zero almost certainly meant to suggest Westminster, not middle school. Westminster? The palace in London that plays host these days to the Houses of Parliament. You've heard of Big Ben, the famous clock tower, yes? Big Ben plays that very collection of notes on the hour. Okay, now I know the origin. London? Capital of England, huh? At any rate, the door is now unlocked. Let's leave this place immediately. Yeah, they use the term middle school, which is an American English reference, but the chime is notorious for Japanese schools. So, me think something was lost in translation? I mean, the style is obviously Japanese, but everything else doesn't necessarily scream that. Alright, let's go. You found it.
Another hallway?
That should do it.
What's he up to?
I was just putting one of those plates in there. It ought to keep the door from locking again. Now we can come back here anytime we want, right?
This dude is a pretty freaking street smart dude, because he started doing that, or at least I was aware that he was doing that, when we reached the point of Snake going missing. But all this way, he's been barring the doors so they don't lock behind us. Or unbarring the doors. Blocking the doors? He's been blocking so they don't come knocking.
Ah, why would you want to come back here?
I might like to play a little piano.
Piano?
Come on, let's get moving. We aren't out of this yet.
Well then?
I know you're blind, so I'll tell you, he's smarter than he looks.
Can't say I could ever imagine Seven playing the piano. He couldn't use the piano in there anyway. The keyboard's a mess. But why would he want to leave the door unlocked then? I have no clue. Hey, wait for me! Whoa, a metal grate? Why is this thing... Figures.
Are those elevators over there?
No way to know if they're working or not from here. Oh, there's a door just to the left of this grate.
Sounds like it's locked.
Yep. Stairs leading down.
They're blocked by the grate, though.
Yes, but we solved the puzzle and we get that unlocked. Or at least the other group did in a parallel reality.
But this here seems accessible.
So we can open it?
Nah, I think it's locked, too. Look.
Ah, the Venus key.
What's this mark? The female symbol.
Ah, the Venus symbol, I imagine. Do you recall the similar symbols near the large central stairway? They reference many of the solar bodies.
Oh, that's right. The Sun, Saturn, and Earth.
So, as you can see, that one is likely...
Not the woman symbol, but a Venus symbol.
So I assume.
Hold on. Where's Seven? Ah, there he is. Down that hallway. This way, Snake. Follow me.
He's busy being smarter than he
I wonder
seems.
if this door will...
How about that? It opens.
Oh, wow.
Casino.
Is this some kind of casino?
Sure looks like one.
We are gambling with our lives, after all.
Well, this is troubling. It seems we are once again locked in.
I recognize that kind of puzzle behind him. It's a light that's going to flash through and create an image, but you have to arrange the symbols so they make the correct thing. It's a perspective puzzle.
Even if that door was open, it's not like we had anywhere to go that way.
So we must find another exit then.
All right, guys, let's split up and search this room. Come on, no dawdling. Let's go. Quickly now.
It's split up and search for clues. You gotta get it right. Why didn't I end up with Daphne in this version of history? Seek a way out. This never gets old. I like it. The one place that I don't belong. I don't drink, I don't gamble. Well, let's investigate then. Wait, when those two lights turned on, I heard something from the bottom of the fireplace. There's something in the fireplace. Santa? No, Santa's in the other group. A coin bag. Well, we got the coinage. Alright, let's put a coin from that bag in here. What happened? I heard an odd noise. Well, to be honest, I don't know. I pressed some of the buttons and smacked the machine once or twice, but nothing happened. Oh, looks like the coin got stuck. Oh dear. Alright, let's drop this coin in the coin slot. Come on, you little bastards. I only need one of you! This is just gonna be random. Alright. That's you know what? If this is the challenge, I'm gonna do it. So diamond, I'm looking for orange. I'm never gonna get this at random. This is a tough one. And what is so tough, if I might ask? Hitting these reels just right. The timing is, well, it's not easy. I don't believe you need to hit them just right. Huh? Hit them just wrong? Hit the machine? Let's try numero tres. This is the main body of the slot machine. Junpei, you do know what to do, yes? I'm not 100% sure. So I've got the symbols for heart, spade, and diamond here. We're missing the club. Junpei, perhaps you should be more careful in the future. You got the coin stuck in the machine on the left. Please don't make the same mistake again. That would be bad. I know that. It'll be fine. Jerk. Put this coin in the slot, and that'll show him. That's weird. Do you intend to lock us in here? It's not my fault. The coin just got stuck all on its own. Ha. Oh boy. It seems the card is attached to the panel. And attached very well, it seems. If you don't mind, what sort of card is this? It's a playing card. The ace of spades, in fact. It looks like a card's supposed to fit in here. Yeah, it looks like one card per slot. Cards, huh? Interesting. Am I trying to get a suit? I barely know poker, as it is. Enough to win at it in Red Dead Redemption, but there was a card laying over here on the fireplace. I don't know what I'm struggling with. Actually, there's one on the table over here. Card 5. Want to click on it. Alright, there's something on top of the fireplace. 6 card. As if it would be that easy. Okay, can't stack them. It's not working. So it would seem. I am shocked and appalled that guessing at random has not yielded better results. Yeah. Man, you're a little bit snobby. You and your fancy Navy school uniform. What's with the stained glass? Check out that stained glass. How beautiful. Look! There it is!
That's what it will sound like when one of you spots it.
Sorry, I had to make the joke. What? Huh? Stained glass is colored pieces of glass, placed together in a frame. As I said many times before, I need only touch it to know. I can at least discern the basic structure. I guess you can enjoy the body of the work. Wow, this place is, like, super amazing. What's this place for? Probably for playing Baccarat. That game again! Didn't Lotus mention Baccarat? Looks a little off, though. Yeah, look at the middle of the table. There's something mounted on it, see?
Ah, Baccarat. You ever played Junpei?
No, never.
Alright then, how about I explain the rules to you a bit? See, Baccarat is kind of an unusual game. You've got the banker and the player. The whole point is that you guess which one's gonna win. And whether the banker or the player wins, it all depends on their hands. The way each hand works is different from other games too. See, you take the number from the ones place after you add up the value of all your cards. Whoever gets the number closest to 9 wins. If your number is smaller than your opponent's, you lose. And that's it. That's the explanation. Got it?
I got the theme of 9.
Well, actually, there's a lot more to it. Strategy, details, that sort of stuff.
And gambling. So, luck. Or, to be quite fair, it's actually just an indiscernible amount of probability. Although you could figure it out. I mean, that's card counting.
But what I just told you sums up the core of the game pretty well. The single digit of the sum of all the cards you have. The strongest hand is a 9. And the weakest hand is a 0. You just ignore the number in the 10 spot. Do you get it?
Yeah. Well, maybe half of it. Enough. I got a chance at winning the game if I played now.
However, we have no way of knowing if the puzzle in the Baccarat table makes use of those rules, and if it does, in what manner.
Then I guess we try everything.
Well, I picked up 3 cards. Hey, 7, are we really supposed to play Baccarat? It's a Baccarat table. What the heck else would we do? Stop worrying about it. It's real simple. What's the opponent's hand? Well, there's an 8 in the glass case. Alright then, that's your opponent's number. If that's the case, what 3 cards do we need to get that number? 3 cards? There are a couple of indentations with white lines around them, right? Those mean we gotta put down 3 cards. So, place 3 cards here and defeat the opponent's 8. That's what I've got to do, I guess. Yeah, I think so. Something tells me those aren't the only rules. Alright, let's give it a shot. Before I start, I'd better make sure I've got the rules straight. There are 3 empty indentations. I just gotta pick a card and play it. I figure if I put them in the right spots, something ought to happen. Alright, let's give this a try. Okay, was it similar to trying to find the digital root? I do understand that I still don't know how to play Baccarat, but 9 is the name of the game. I need to get close to 9, but it wants all 3 cards. So, 14, 1 plus 4 equals 5? Nope, nothing. Methinks there are more cards to be had, like the ace in the wall. Still nothing. I don't get it. You're just gonna waste your time if you don't sit down and try to think it out, Junpei. Let's try and sort this out, alright? There's the ace of spades on the left side of the card slot and a 9 on the right side. That ace is a 1. Yeah, okay, makes sense. I need the 8 card from Baccarat. So we gotta make 9 using 1 of the other cards we got. Oh, so that's it, huh? Well, in that case, the card we need is an 8, which means there's gotta be another card around here that can help me win that game. Card 4, 7. James 7. Hey, Junpei, you just asked me, are we really supposed to play Baccarat, right? Yeah. Well, I was thinking, and you might be right. See, in Baccarat, players calculate their score by taking the sum of all the cards they've got and just play using the single-digit numbers. Just ignore the stuff in the tens place, is what I'm saying. But this game seems a little different. I'll bet it uses the digital root. So you take the sum of your 3 cards and you play it as a digital root of your cards. In other words, we'll win if the digital root of the sum of 3 cards is larger than 8. Alright, let's give it a shot. Okay, 5, 6, and 7 should give me a digital root of 9, because it'll give me 18. Ha! Alright, if I just put down these 3 cards, yes! Open for me, baby! Great, you did it, Junpei! You think it's telling us to take the 8 card? Come on, let's grab it! Quickly, don't let it close on your fingers. Alright, let's take this card. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. And in you go. Hey! Alright, it opened, and now we need to get another digital root. It seems we have another device to contend with, yes? There are 3 slots in this one. Can I go 3 slots for the cards? There's a 9 right below them. So that probably means we gotta make 3. We gotta make 9 with 3 cards. Alright. Just like we did with the Baccarat. Huh. Don't you think maybe we don't have enough cards? Yeah, probably. That means there's gotta be some more lying around somewhere. I'm guessing I can't just pick up the ones from this table. Or are they glued in? Junpei, were you going to try and take those cards back? It ain't going to work. Just give it up. Those cards are stuck in there pretty darn good. They aren't going anywhere. I figured when we disabled the lock, it locked those cards in. Huh? Guess we won't be using those cards for any more puzzles then. How did it lock it in? Unless there's like metal in the ink and we turned on an electromagnet, there's no glue because it would have glued all the other cards. This is a vacuum. You would have heard the machine turn on to vacuum. Hey, can you touch that thing? Yeah, I'm a pretty good jumper. If I may say so myself, that's why I'm jumpy. Here I go. That solved nothing. Starting from the left, we've got clubs, diamonds, and hearts. That's right. I think the buttons on the slot machine had the same symbols. Club, diamond, heart. So it doesn't matter if I get the slots correct. I just need to hit the buttons correct. Let me try this again. Let me try this again. Let me try it again. Let me try it again. Give me the bag of coins. Ha! 3 sevens. Yes! Lord Minion 777, be praised. What is it? Is there something in there? Yeah, a playing card. And this. A key with the Venus symbol on it. Excellent, Junpei. Now we'll be able to open the gate. And we just need to figure out how to get out of this room. Correct. Come on, Junpei. Hurry up. And he's off. There was a playing card and a Venus key. Better put the key in my pocket for later. As for this card, it was in the cards for us. Just go in there. Go in there. All right. So I put all the cards we had left into the slots. What happens now? Is that? Yes, I did hear something from the exit. Excellent work, Junpei. Wonderful. It seems the exit is unlocked. Let's go. As far as puzzles go, that one was not bad.
This way. The keyhole with the Venus symbol. The Venus key should work here. It sounds like it did. All right, let's get this thing open.
No problem. Let me help with this one.
It sounds as though you have opened it. We should be able to reach C deck now, I imagine.
Snake, are you gonna be all right? I mean, the stairs.
Please, do not do yourself the embarrassment of underestimating me. I would be unlikely to trip even if I were running backwards.
Maybe I don't like being with you, pal. You were much nicer when I didn't know you.
Good to hear. Let's move.
Everything looks okay here.
We should check the next deck down, just in case.
Just what I thought. D-deck is completely underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
I'm just glad the water level hasn't changed much.
Back to the C deck then.
Now, how about we check out what's here?
There are 2 elevators over there, which means it's probably the same upstairs.
You know, why would he even bother sinking the ship or flooding it if they don't get out in the correct amount of time? The bombs could just explode inside of them. Why the dual threats?
There's a card reader between them.
Ah, Mercury.
And another weird mark.
Hey, check it out. It's the symbol for Lotus.
Really? That joke again? We just barely knew her enough to warrant that she was wicked.
What?
See? It's got the woman symbol, and then it's got the devil horns, right?
Yeah, I see it. No 2 ways about it. That was a pretty good one, kid.
Ow, my back.
Oh, whoa! Would you watch it, man? Whoa, that hurts. You're gonna break my neck.
What are you talking about? The human body ain't that weak. Maybe this'll toughen you up, huh?
I actually had that happen to me in school just for fun. This Hispanic kid would just punch me in my back multiple times whenever we were going on those trips down to halls where a teacher would just make us walk in file so she didn't lose us.
If we were looking for a devil, we've got one right here.
This is a Mercury symbol. The marks you mistook for horns are a stylized version of the wings and staff of Hermes.
Wings and a staff. Huh. So then, she beats you with the staff until you die and go to heaven. Sounds like Lotus, all right.
Wow, they're not letting up. And I have lost a vertebrae.
7. Oh, that's too much. Oh, my head. Oh, I think I'm gonna puke.
Unless we can activate this device, I doubt the elevator will function.
In other words, we gotta find a key card with a Mercury symbol on it.
So I would assume.
Let's forget the elevators for right now. How about that hallway to the left?
Whoa, there's a bunch of doors.
Ah, shit. We're not gonna have enough time to check all these, are we?
Maybe we can come back here later. We should check out the other side. Let's head back.
To the right this time.
There are doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them up, starting with the closest one there.
Okay, I'm on it. Huh, it isn't locked. I'm going to open it. What?
Yep. Hospital room.
Hey, what is this place? It's so huge and empty.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
Is this a hospital? The harsh scent in the air is reminiscent of antiseptic solution.
I think so. There are shelves in the center of the room with medicine and surgical tools.
Hey, look there. The 4 doors at the end. The left door says 3. The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door is 8. There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Hey, why is that door between 3 and 7 blank?
Because it's a return door, apparently.
Does that mean anything?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
Yeah, good idea.
Nope, because they're missing their parts. But this time I'm not losing track of Snake.
Yep, locked. Just like I thought.
Naturally. After all, there are rules to the Nonary game, and to allow these doors to open easily would violate those rules. Unless we can authenticate ourselves with the red, the numbered doors will...
Whoa, check this out. Look at the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you remember the red back at the main staircase? If there wasn't anyone in it, it said vacant on the little screen, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
But this one...
There's nothing.
Right? You think it's broken?
Only one way to find out.
Pay attention. Very pale hand.
No, nothing.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
I didn't think all of them would be malfunctioning.
What does it mean?
They've got to be broken. Man, that bastard. I didn't think Zero was the kind of guy who'd screw around with something like this.
Whoa. Zero's been prepared for everything so far, and you're saying he's gonna make a mistake now?
Well, that's the only thing I can think of. This thing ain't working at all.
Yeah, and I'm with this half of the team now. So, if I remember everybody I've been in contact with in the last 2 timelines, 7, Snake, Lotus, Santa, June, Junpei. So I was not with Clover or Ace in either 2 of these routes. So if someone other than Zero tampered with the doors, it would have been Ace or Clover. I don't see it being Clover. And Ace was sneaky enough to find a vial of an anesthetizing liquid to knock himself out. But what if it was just a ploy? We don't know if the contents of that vial was actually what it was. He stayed behind purposefully. Like maybe he caused Snake to disappear and then stayed behind. He was the one guy I didn't actually talk to when I was talking with everyone when we split up to search for him, which was on my error, but still. This is just my conclusion if it wasn't Zero. And I'm not saying it wasn't Zero, but that's basically what I have in my brain pan right now.
It seems as if some of the internal hardware has been removed.
Internal hardware?
That is what I said. Take a look at the underside of this red, if you please.
The bottom? Huh, there's a thin slot here. I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
The other 2 reds are the same. Something's been removed from all 3 of them.
I get it. So the reds aren't working because somebody pulled out their guts.
So I assume.
But why? And who? I mean, it really doesn't make sense.
I have no idea. Why on earth would I know something like that?
You're highly suspicious.
Oh, what now? June!
Hello, everybody.
Ace, Santa, Clover, and Lotus!
Guess everyone's here.
What are you guys doing?
Why are you...
That's my line?
Perhaps we should exchange information.
But only the new stuff. We know the old.
If we can't, then we'll just have to come up with another plan.
Right, then let's...
And this is where we lose Snake anyway.
Vacant?
And they're fixed again. Okay, we are in this moment through another branch in time. So this moment does not change. Why are the key symbols crossed out? I guess we go in a different order.
How about the casino on B deck?
Okay.
What should Junpei do?
Let's
Run
go.
to Ace. Ace is the place with the helpful
hello
hardware,
there.
folks.
Snake is... Well, that's obvious, isn't it? I assume you haven't found him yet?
Yeah, doesn't seem like you're having any luck either.
I really wonder where he could have gone.
Well, wherever he's disappeared to, we must find him as quickly as we can. For Clover's sake.
Right.
By the way, do you think Clover and Snake are really siblings?
Why would you say that?
Why? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They don't look alike at all.
Yes, you know, now that you mention it, they don't. Still, there are a great many siblings who do not look like one another. It certainly isn't rare. At any rate, we really must find Snake as soon as possible. The clock is ticking. We really can't afford to waste any time. Very well. Let's get back to the search, shall we? You can leave this area to me.
All right. Let's go, Jumpy.
Something about that was... I'll think on it later. Like Ace said, finding Snake is our top priority. All right, where should we go next?
On that topic, though, yes, they don't look the same, but something I've noticed in particular with Japanese animation, the way that they simplify their characters' facial features is, well, one, for most cases, they make the eyes bigger, and for some reason, it feels like they run out of real estate, so they make the mouth smaller, and they remove most of the detail of the nose. But the nose not only carries ethnicity, but it also is one of the portions of your face that helps discern genetics. You'll often find that there is a resemblance between related family members. And one of the reasons I like the art style that these characters have is it has some of the aesthetics of anime, but with Western sensibilities. The eyes aren't overly large, and the noses, they at least draw the bridge, and on certain characters, the nasals, depending on their portrait. And that's kind of the sweet spot for me with animation. I enjoy the way it looks. I'm not an expert, but I just like studying the differences between Eastern and Western animation, and I find that my favorites are the sweet spot in between them, where you have the simplification methods of Western styles, but the smooth and energetic, clean animation of Eastern. But I think I've digressed enough. Animation is a deep topic and one I'm very fond of, so I could just go on for hours talking about it. But what really drew me to this game was the art style of the characters. It fits in that niche of animation that I'm really impressed by. It's my passion, and I'm taking that passion into my Let's Plays, where I'm trying to find unique-looking games, and if it turns out to have a great story and some decent gameplay to go with it, it's win-win-win.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then shall we go?
Me and the ladies. Why do I feel like I'm not going to make it out alive?
It's open.
Okay. Hurry!
June.
Jumpy.
What the hell are you doing?
Big sweet on each other, that's what.
81 seconds left. Hurry!
Ugh.
It stopped.
Pointless.
What an unpleasant girl. I bet she's not very popular with the boys.
Does she need to be?
Maybe pairing these two together was a mistake.
Agreed.
Too late now. I better catch up to them.
Oh, it's a dead end. There's a door on the left, though.
A laboratory? Huh.
Oh, that doesn't sound very pleasant. I don't like the look of this place.
Me either. But there aren't any other doors. It's not like we have a lot of choices.
Junpei.
Huh?
Please, you first.
Ugh, fine.
Chivalry is dead. And so am I. At least this isn't the operating room. I still can be worried, though.
You know, I think the window looks into another room.
Yeah, it's where you go to observe.
Maybe it's for monitoring something.
What the hell?
It looks so creepy.
Huh.
It's kind of like that doll is waiting for surgery.
Is there a mechanic in the house?
This is a laboratory, right? I'd say it's more like it's waiting to be experimented on.
Ooh,
It's creepy either way. You don't think that thing's gonna suddenly sit up or something, do you?
Unless it pinches a nerve.
Well, I don't know. I mean, look at all those cables sticking out of it. If we press the wrong button, I don't know.
This game of operation turns into a game of pickup sticks.
Stop it. Just thinking about it is terrifying.
Wait, where's Clover? What is she? Are you okay?
What are you talking about?
What? I'm just worried about you. You've been real quiet.
What? I can't be quiet if I want to?
Well, I mean, of course you can. I just...
Okay then. If I can be quiet if I want, just leave me alone, okay?
Come on, you know I can't do that. We gotta work together.
Junpei, you just don't get it! My brother's not the kind of person who'd just leave me behind! Something happened to him! Something bad.
Yeah.
What happened?
Look, just don't bother me, okay? Leave me alone.
Hey, wait, Clover! Hold on! That way is...
I told you to leave me alone! Clover, watch out above you! What the heck? What's going on here?
The trap rooms usually don't have extra traps.
Hang on. I'll get it open.
Oh, for crying out. You'll never do it on your own.
Damn it! It's not moving.
Wait! Are you gonna give up? Just like that?
No, I'm not giving up. This has got to be another one of Zero's puzzles.
It's the freezer all over again.
If it is, then there's gotta be a way to open it.
Just what I was thinking. Now all we gotta do is find it. Lotus and I can look around out here. Clover, you're gonna have to see if you can find anything in there.
Oh, yes, I'm on it.
So it begins. Seek a way out. So if she's trapped on the other side, are we going to have to instruct her to help bring Frankenstein to life? Well, it's Frankenstein's monster, I know. It's the doctor. Junpei! Do something, please! Well, I couldn't give you a good luck charm. Looks like the control for electronic door lock. There's a red light on display, that means it's locked. If we get the light to turn green, then maybe we can get Clover back. This looks like the control for some kind of electronic lock. The red light is on, then it's gotta be locked. There's a green light just below it, although that one isn't lit. I bet it'll turn on if we unlock it, right? Yes, but how are we gonna unlock it? There's no keyhole, no card reader, and no keyboard for putting in a password. I have no idea. Looks like the door is the exit. The door on the right just goes to the laboratory. Nope, this door isn't going anywhere. No dice. It won't open. I mean, that's about as much as I expected. I don't think Zero would let us out of the room quite that easily. Hey, Clover, there's a door over here too. Wait, I'll be right there. I can hear her over there. Is this door gonna... Dang it! Can't open it. Clover, what about your side? It won't work. I can't even move the knob. Okay, I'm just getting my bearings, all the information I can. There's a lot of stuff here. I don't know how we could use any of this. Well, I can say for sure that I do know how to use at least one of these things. Which one? The one on top. I think it's a power cable. Power cable, huh? I'll take that. It's 3-prong power cable. Well, yeah, there you go. But that power cable's way too new to be in a ship this old. It's got a 3rd prong in it which grounds it for safety reasons. There are 2 levers here. Do you think they activate something? Well, why don't you move one? Alright, I'll give it a try. Nope. Doesn't look like anything's happening. Guess we better just leave her alone. Ha! Now this is a much newer computer. This monitor doesn't have a power cable. So one end of the cable needs to be connected to a monitor, and the other end needs to plug in under the desk. Alright, let's slip you in. Huh? Well shoot, I can't use this. What's wrong? This cable has 3 prongs, but the socket only has 2 holes. It's not going to fit is what I'm saying. In other words, we're going to need a plug to change the power cable to one with 2 prongs. That's right. Ethanol. It has 9 atoms, right? I'm not even going to try to remember the chemistry learned in the other room. Not too much to look at in here. I wonder what this cable is connected to. Okay, one side of this thing is in the room with us. The other side extends to the laboratory where Clover is. In other words, the console in front of us is connected to the device in the laboratory. Can we ask Clover what's on her side? Quick! Figure out how I'm going to get out of here! Easier said than done. What can I use the ethanol for in this room? I don't know what kind of table this is, but part of it is all black. There's a pen lying over here. I think someone probably used it to make the table black. Well, if they only used the pen on one part of it, there's probably something underneath all that pen. Clover, do you think you can erase it? Yeah, sure. Oh, this is a permanent marker. Junpei, do you know how to erase ink from a permanent marker? Would ethanol be it? Erase ink from a permanent marker, huh? Give me a minute. Clover, I'll be right back. Clover, use this ethanol. You should be able to wipe off that permanent ink with it. What am I going to wipe with? Oh, well, your clothes, of course. Kidding. Just kidding. Please don't look at me like that. You're scaring me. I wonder what this is. This thing here looks like a voltmeter. And is this the control for that? Gosh, there's so many dials. Why don't you try turning one of them? Nope. Nothing. There's no power here, guys. I turned the dial a whole bunch, but even if I turn all the switches on, nothing happens. Zero had to know that at least one of them would have gotten separated from the others. Because if all of them had got trapped in there, the puzzle would have no point. And they'd all be dead, and he would lose his fun, which I don't know how he's having fun, because he can't observe any of this. But this goes back to the telepathy thing, where you're trying to force danger and epiphanies to have thoughts that can transcend that other field of existence and go into other people's minds. I don't know. He seems to be trying to recreate the experiment, so this isn't just for pleasure. It's for something a whole lot more pseudoscientific. Hey, Clover, how are the power cables over there? Huh? What do you mean? Does the plug have 3 prongs or 2? I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go look. Guess she does have to kind of crouch down to get a look under there. The cable on the monitor has, it's got 2 of those little metal things. What does that mean? That's it. Okay, can you unplug that cable and bring it over here? Okay, but? Well, I can unplug it, but it's connected to the main computer. I can't take it over to you. Dang it. It's no good then. Well, how about just the plug? What? The plug? Well, maybe more like a connector? It's the sort of thing that makes a plug with 3 metal thingies into a plug with 2 metal thingies. Still useless? Not useless. Not useless at all. That's just what we were looking for. Okay, can you hold on to it for a little bit? And back down she goes. Alright, unplugged. I'll hand it over to you at the bars, okay? Gotcha. Anyway, could you wipe off that permanent ink? Look, Clover, right now, at this moment, you're the only person we can depend on. I'm trusting you with this. You trust me? I feel kind of special. Yeah, sure, whatever. Have the feelings that you want. Did I get the plug? No, give me the plug. Clover. And she's just wandering around the table. I don't think she even knows we're calling her. Clover, can you use the cloth on the table? Use? Huh? Soak it in ethanol and then use it to wash off all the stuff from the permanent marker, okay? Right, okay, so I gotta soak the cloth with ethanol. Well, she's got the cloth, but she seems to be having a little trouble with the bottle of ethanol. When she's ready, I should ask her to get to work on that stuff on the table. And you? Is this like an examination table? There's a creepy mannequin in here, guys. There are a bunch of cords hanging around the bottom of it. Jeez, it's a lot of cords. Looks like they go all over here into the mannequin's head. So the device and the mannequin are connected. What the heck were they doing in here? Oh man, back when this laboratory was active, that wasn't a mannequin in there, I bet. It was a real live human on that table. I wonder what... Nope. I don't want to think about it. Soak the cloth in ethanol and... Junpei! It's working! It's wiping the permanent ink off. Huh? There's some kind of weird drawing under all the permanent ink. What's the deal with that drawing Clover found? Maybe I should ask her to take another look at the table. We're doing a lot of, like, instructing her. It's like, hey, ADHD! Pay attention to the table! I wonder what this is. There are a bunch of numbers in some kind of grid. Can't see it from here. Clover, you got a pen and a notebook, right? Could you write those numbers down and hand them to me through the bars? Okay. Roger. Roger. This is like herding cats trying to get this, I don't know how old girl to just help. Here, Junpei. I wrote down all the numbers from the desk on here. No clever copy from the stand in the laboratory. It has 4 numbers written in 9 separate cells. Is it like Sudoku? Can I have that piece now? Here you go, the 2-prong plug. This was a 2-prong attack. Thank you! Combine! Okay, put the 2-prong plug into the head of this power cable. 2-pronged power cable! Alright, I've got the 2-pronged power cable in my hand. I'm pretty sure this will work. Under the desk I go. And let's just plug this into the monitor. Alright, that ought to do it. Look, she's on the screen! Alright, let's turn the power on. I don't think anything's going to happen. Why not? Well, it's not connected to the main computer. You never know until you try. Pretty optimistic.
Oh, that worked. What? Huh? It's running on its own?
It certainly looks like it.
And it doesn't have a graphic user interface.
Isn't that kinda weird?
What?
Well, it's not connected to the main computer, right? There's just this keyboard and monitor. The only cable connected to this thing is the power cable we just plugged in.
Maybe it's got a Wi-Fi.
So, why is it working?
Maybe it's a wireless display.
A wireless display?
Yes, it connects to your computer wirelessly, hence the name. Have you been living in a cave, Junpei?
Is that normal?
Yes, at least where I worked.
Oh.
Oh, it stopped.
Pass with a colon.
Looks like we need to enter a password.
Again? There must be a hint around here somewhere.
Could you go take a look?
Yeah, I'm on it. What are you going to do?
I'll see if I can do something about this on my own.
On your own?
Yep, on my own.
Lotus?
All right. Let's kick some ass.
Well, she did know hexadecimal.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
Didn't expect that, did you?
Of course I didn't. You're typing so fast, I can't even see your fingers. What kind of job do you have? What are you?
I'm unemployed at the moment.
Fair.
I used to work for a cybersecurity firm, but I quit.
Why?
Huh? Oh, it was just something.
I see.
Oh,
what are you doing now?
I'm going to try and brute force it.
Brute what?
A brute force attack is... Well, the short version is that I just attack the thing head on. The long version? A brute force attack is one of the simplest ways to break a cipher.
Yeah, and also to break a Wi-Fi connection if you do a DDoS.
It checks every possible combination until it finds the right one. For a complex cipher, it can take a very long time. I'm writing a program that would run an attack like that on its own. It's not the most elegant solution, certainly. But given the circumstances, there isn't much else I can do. Oh, but back to what we were talking about earlier.
What were we talking about?
The wireless display. It's kind of strange if you think about it, isn't it? How do I put it? Well, let's say you write a program that calculates an addition problem for you, all right? So you enter 1 + 1. The screen will show you 2. See? Isn't that strange?
No, not really.
Oh, come on now. Of course a caveman like you would think it was strange. You said so just a minute ago. You're just not getting it, are you? Who calculated 1 + 1?
The main computer, right? You said it connected to the monitor wirelessly.
Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, but someone who grew up in a cave wouldn't know that, right? They'd probably think that this thing here, the monitor, is doing the calculating. And once they've decided that, they'll start examining this monitor. They might poke the screen or something. Ah, I see the color changes when I press it here.
Don't do that. You're gonna distort the screen.
Then they might investigate the hardware on the inside. Oh, I see. So this wire supplies the power. Eventually, they might even cut the wires. Ah, yes. Just as I expected. When this wire is cut, no results appear. Therefore, it must be this device which does the calculations.
Rather than where it is wirelessly interfacing. Have you tried turning it on again and off again?
Oh.
But the truth is that, just like you said, the computer is doing the calculating. But these cave people wouldn't know that, because they have no idea that the monitor and the computer are connected wirelessly.
So, what are you trying to say?
Nothing, really.
Well, you achieved that.
It's just, I thought maybe, what if the relationship between human beings and our brains is like that?
Okay, here's where the pseudoscience kicks in. Lay it on me, Lotus.
Huh?
Well, let's say you stick a bunch of electrodes into parts of the brain. A scientist examining the signals they send out might say, interesting. So stimulating this part of the brain causes the person to see colors. That must mean this neuron cluster controls that function.
Yeah, that's how we discovered how the brain works. We ethically could not cut into living people, so we'd run around finding people with different head traumas, and so you figured out this part of the brain controls this part of the brain controls that, and if you have a series of strokes or something, you slowly lose who you are. So the brain is where the human consciousness resides, rather than like where the heart, like Aristotle would say that like feelings come from the heart and stuff like that. See, Lotus isn't the only one going on tangents.
Okay, let's see what happens when I cut out this part. Ah, just what I thought. Cutting off this part causes that function to cease. Therefore, human thought processes must occur in the human brain. See? Doesn't it sound the same?
Yes. Scientists are also close to deciphering dreams. If they have people look at certain objects to see what parts of the brain light up, and they create this lexicon of shapes and other images. And so it creates a database of what images sort of spark certain patterns inside the mind. So we're coming close to deciphering dreams, and it would be awesome if you could then display your dreams on a screen. Like you have a dream, and then it was recorded, and you're like, oh, I like this dream. I'm just gonna save it on my computer. That would be pretty awesome. But let's go back to the science, and then on our way to the pseudoscience, which I will inevitably say that the closest thing to the telepathy that you're talking about is quantum entanglement.
The brain is just an output device, like this monitor. Maybe our thought processes actually occur somewhere else, in a main body.
People also say that memories can also be stored in cells in other parts of the body, not just the brain. It's just a hypothesis, but it makes for interesting dialogue among scientists.
We just don't know it. We never even think about it. Just like those cave people wouldn't know about wireless communications, we can't imagine that there's some unknown medium that transfers information into our brains, where we experience that information as thoughts.
The brain is just an output device. Human thought actually occurs somewhere else.
In the metaverse!
That's just crazy talk.
Maybe that's the cause of Seven's amnesia. If memory is actually stored somewhere else, in some sort of main body somewhere, maybe he hasn't forgotten anything at all. He's just having a difficult time accessing his memories because the monitor, his brain, has been damaged.
Yes, but this, I would call it Unimine, to borrow the LGM term, would then be an all-encompassing database of information where nothing would be lost. So there would be a main brain, and human body is the peripheral of that brain, which you would then describe as that morphic whatever field that you're surmising. Like it or not, human minds are just islands in a stream, disconnected, and the only way we can communicate is through the arts, and hope that some fraction of our idea is received in the way that we initially perceived.
Huh.
I suppose that would explain aphasia and blindsight, too. Perhaps they actually can speak or see. the monitor just isn't functioning properly. I guess people with prosopagnosia could be suffering from the same thing.
I'm not even going to pretend to understand what that is.
Wait a minute. What?
What? You've never heard of prosopagnosia?
No. What is it?
Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours.
That is a real condition.
So they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to. Usually they can make do by associating people with other things. Their voices, their clothes, their hair.
Does that mean other people's faces look like blanks?
No, I don't think so. Well, you've seen monkeys, like in a zoo, right? To you and me, all the monkey faces look the same. Even though they've obviously got faces, it's almost impossible for a human to distinguish between them.
That's racist. Or speciest.
The zoo staff that works with them would learn to identify different monkeys eventually. But you or I couldn't, unless one had a scar or something else to set it apart.
Unless one of the monkeys was an evil twin.
Well, that's how people would be to someone with prosopagnosia.
Prosopagnosia. Huh. I didn't even know that kind of thing existed. And, what were we talking about?
Yeah, I'm also getting distracted too. Help.
The idea that your brain is just an output device, like a monitor.
Sure.
Are you serious about that stuff?
Not really. I was just kidding for about half of it.
What about the other half?
Well, I guess I was just adulting.
Not funny.
No, it's not. I hate adulting. But the human brain would also be an input device because of our subconscious. It's an I.O. tower.
It's nothing more than a story I made up out of boredom. Don't take it seriously. It was the first thing that came to mind, and I just talked about it to kill time.
And yet, it relates to the random conversations we've had before in the alternate timeline. Methinks this melding of the minds is not too far-fetched in this universe.
But, looks like I don't need to talk anymore.
Me either.
Why?
I don't have to kill time any longer.
Oh, then you finished that brute whatever thing?
I certainly did. And let's see what we got. Piece of cake.
The cake is a lie.
The screen changed again. What the hell is that?
No idea. Looks like a puzzle.
Huh? Aren't you gonna, I don't know, do more computer stuff?
She's gonna make me solve the Rubik's Cube.
No, I can't do any more. It won't let me do any more programming. See? The keyboard. Nothing. So, there's nothing more I can do. Well, I guess I'll leave this to you then, Junpei.
What?
Let me take a break, all right? I did my part.
Well, I guess you're right. Thanks, Lotus.
No problem. Make sure you know when you should thank people.
Now, I better take care of this myself. No more relying on anyone else.
You're letting the caveman smack his head against the screen. Is this going to be one of those things where I press one, it changes the color, but also makes the other change the color, and I'm going to have to brute force it myself? I call this Tetris, but it's more like Minesweeper, because I've got a mine in the pit of my stomach. Hey, Teen Titans. What? Alright, I love how easy that was. I did hear that song. The sound. It sounded like something unlocking. Where'd it come from? How's about here? Look, Junpei. The lights on the lockers are green. We must have unlocked it with a computer puzzle. There's more than one key in here. This one is small. Looks like it goes to some sort of machine. This one has the Earth symbol on it. I think the Earth symbol matches the keyhole in the door on A deck. Well, if that's the case, we probably don't need the Earth key right now. Alright then, Earth key. I'll just tuck you away deep in my pocket. Now it's for the other key. The activation key. .com.
Hey, Junpei, do you have a minute?
What's up?
I wanted to ask you something.
Hmm?
Junpei, you went into door 5 with my brother, right? Did you hear him say, like, anything weird?
Huh? Well, let me think. Sorry, Clover. I can't really think of anything. I mean, he did mention that his hearing exceeds that of a regular person, or something like that, but that's about it.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. Look, I don't know if I should ask you things, but if you don't mind, I was hoping you could tell me if, is Snake, was he born...
You're talking about his eyes?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't born blind. When he was a kid, he got in an accident. A really bad car accident.
So he is Daredevil.
He couldn't see after that. And his arm.
Ah!
His arm?
Yeah. My brother's left arm is, it's not like a normal person's arm.
How
It's
so?
fake. It's not a real arm.
I called it! That means he could take the thing off of his wrist, right?
The accident hurt him really bad. To save him, they had to cut off his arm.
Oh.
Is that all you wanted to ask me?
Look, I'm sorry for making you talk about all that painful stuff.
It's not that.
Man, this is getting interesting. But I can't carry all this information into the prime timeline, can I? Not saying that I found it just yet. This key. The shape sure makes it seem like it goes to this machine. Alright, turning it on. Arnhem Zola! Okay, the monitor is on now. And it's full of letters. Huh. Give me a letter opener. It's showing some kind of warning. Power restored to experimental device. Emergency system will activate in the event of abnormal subject behavior. Okay. There's something sticking out of the mannequin's head, like wires or something. What the heck were they doing in here? Huh? Why is she all quiet now? They were doing experiments on humans. Probably. Oh man, now she looks sad. Because her and her brother, they're probably definitely siblings at this point, were in human experiment trials. Okay, it's full of letters. Should the system be on now? Junpei, this thing in here is on now. Yeah, that's because we activated the power over on this side. Could you, like, play with it a little? Okay. Yeah. I'll turn this dial here. Turn, turn, turn. I don't think it's working. Nothing happened. Well, maybe she missed something. I should ask her to look around the room again. What could we be missing? Junpei, thank you so much for everything. Whoa. What's this all about? And also, I'm sorry I messed up. Hey, we can talk about this when we get you out, okay? Just hang on, Clover. I'm gonna get you out right away. Yay. I think this is the first time I've actually seen a genuine smile out of this chick. Maybe if you increase the voltage? Roger, will do. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way to max voltage. Max voltage? Hey, wait, Clover! Oh, what? I think, oh my gosh! The mannequin's head! Oh man, that sounds like a fire alarm. Oh, what the heck? Fire detected, fire detected. The emergency system will be activated. Evacuate the room immediately. Did that unlock it? Wow. Junpei, look at the light. Yes, it's green. The emergency system has activated and disabled the locks. Now we can save Clover. Junpei, come on, kid. Jump! She's safe. Oh man, that smoke is some serious business. Time to close this door again, I think. Clover, are you okay? Are you hurt? Dang, she's coughing so hard she can't even talk. Of course I'm not alright! What the heck took you so long, you big jerk? I was almost dead. Sorry, I'm going as fast as I could. You two can do this later. Right now, we need to get the heck out of here. That fire's not going to stay in that room forever. We're gone. You found it.
Whew, thank God we got out of there.
Yeah, finally.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Damn, none of these open. They're all locked.
How about that one?
Let's hope this is the door with the prize.
Yeah, the prize being reuniting with everybody else, but I'm leaving this episode here. This game took a very interesting turn. I still don't know exactly what to make of it. I have my suspicions, but it's a very unique game in which you replay through it knowing where the sequences diverge, and you purposely find the end result of all before you find the truth. There's no way to accidentally get there. You have to basically, as the omniscient one, the third party, the observer, the player, you have got to go through it and find it all for yourself in order to guide the destinies of all these characters. Still not sure who to trust. Not sure if things went sour with Santa just because we ended up in that situation, or if it's inevitable. And that could mean that anybody else could also turn on us at any moment. Don't know what the other endings are, but some things are certain. Snake's going to go missing and Nine's going to blow up. But are both dead at all? Don't know. But we're going to find out. This game is much longer than I thought it was going to be, which means we'll get to Volume 2 much later. But I'm excited to see where this goes. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see. And I will see all you dudes in the next one. Bye!